Of Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls Central. We're going to be talking about the Bulls facing off against the Miami Heat for the second game against them in a row. We're going to break it all down, have some fun, talk some shit like only we can do. Coming from the other side of the studio right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm your humble host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every single social media platform that we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the content for today, and it's game day. If you guys can't tell, I'm a little bit excited today. I don't know why. I've just been in an amazing mood today. I have no idea why. I literally woke up, I guess, on the right side of the bed today. We're going to use that analogy because it's been a day. It has been a day. And I mean that in the most positive way possible. It's been a day. Woke up today, got to kick it with the kids, had some fun, got some coffee. Listen, it is what it is, man. I have been chilling. It's been a good day. The house is clean. My vibe is clean. My karma's clean. I'm on this side of the studio today. I wanted to mix it up. You guys don't get to see this side of the studio much, at least not on live streams. This is usually the side of the studio I do pre-recorded videos on. But yeah, it's live right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am enjoying life right now. It just is what it is. I'm enjoying life, and hopefully we get to enjoy a Bulls win because I tell you what, if I come in on this level of high and the Bulls end up losing, I'm flaming somebody in the post-game show. You ain't got to worry about it. There's going to be a victim tonight if the Chicago Bulls do completely. Do I still have all my sound effects on this side of the studio? What's this? That's it. That's the only one I need to make sure I have. All right, we got it. That's all I need to make sure I have. But other than that, it's things are looking really up today, man. I'm having some fun. Doing this creative thing has been an amazing journey. And for some reason, I kept getting affirmations today. Y'all ever wake up and just keep getting like affirmed that you're doing the right shit in life? That's what it boils down to. I got a call today that I won't divulge the information on quite yet, but things are looking good right now, man. I don't know what else to say. But let's talk about some basketball, right? You're not here to talk about my life. We're here to talk about the Chicago Bulls. This isn't Haize Central. This is Chicago Bulls Central. So with that said, the Chicago Bulls are facing off against the Miami Heat today. Bam Adebayo has already been listed. No, he's listed as questionable. Tyler Herro's already been listed as out. I believe maybe I have that backwards. Alex Caruso is also out for the Chicago Bulls. So we're probably going to get to see Ayo Dosunmu get a start today to see if he can build off of that game he had the other night against the Miami Heat, and hopefully he can. Ayo Dosunmu looked really good. The Bulls played a really good pace that really fit his game, and that's always good to see when you get Ayo being able to go downhill, things like that, get out in transition. He was also ranging it out from three. So to see the Ayo and Kobe show again, hey, I hope to see that. Those are future Chicago Bulls there that are going to be here for a while. So I love it when they get a chance to really shine and just do the things that they are so good at doing, right? That's really what it boils down to. You want to see the players that are going to be parts of your team continue to grow their game and develop, and that's what we hope to do, and that's what we hope to see tonight against the Miami Heat. I hope to see really Nikola Vucevic be able to start cooking again. He cooked in the second half of the game, had really big third quarter, 15 points scored in the third quarter of the last game was it Thursday? So now you want to see how he's going to be able to build off of that, right? That's a big part in this, to see how Nikola Vucevic can come in and really build off what he did before. Kobe's just been on an amazing streak, man. I only know a couple of people who are still hating on Kobe White, and even when I see them, I'm just like, man, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? We're really still giving hate towards Kobe White at this point in time. Like, at this point, I need you to look at somebody. If that person in front of you is a Kobe White hater, I just need you to tell them, hey, look, Haize said fuck you. That's what I need you to tell him. It don't matter who it is. If it's your mama, I apologize, but you still got to tell your mama. If your mama don't like Kobe White, say, mama, this ain't for me. Don't smack me. But I got to tell you, it's this bearded dude on Chicago Bulls Central who said, fuck you. That's what I need you to say. You got to be willing to tell your own mama, fuck you, that I said it, not you. If she's hating on Kobe White, I need y'all to be able to do that. Anybody that's still hating on Alec Jacoby White, that you know that is in the vicinity of your hand, I need you to smack him. That's what I need you to do. I'll pay for the bill. Don't even worry about it. We got a little bit of money around here. I can take care of it. No, but all jokes aside, like, the ascension that Kobe White has been on has just been amazing to see. It's really been just great to see Kobe round out, not just because of the scoring, right? That's a great part of it, and that's the part that's going to get the most accolades, the most notice from especially casual basketball fans, things like that. But it's also the intangibles, the leadership role that he's growing into, how he's really developing as that leader, being more vocal out on the court. For those that actually watch the game, to see Kobe White even telling DeMar and Vooch at times like where to be, what to do, those are great things to see because you're seeing a player develop right in front of you. The way I'm going to compare it is this, right? I'm not saying that he's going to be this level of player, so please, I'm comparing what happened, not necessarily the players themselves. Is that you remember when Allen, though this is a deep cut, when Allen Iverson was traded away from the Philadelphia 76ers, and I know Zach hasn't been traded yet, but when Allen Iverson was traded away, Andre Iguodala went on a run from that the point that AI was traded into the end of that season. Andre Iguodala went on a run. I think he was averaging like 25 and 8, something like that. Somebody fact check me on that. And he just went on this run where you were like, because before that, Iguodala was just looked at as this high flyer, this dunker, this great defensive player. But when AI was traded, he stepped into a different role, and you got to see just the potential of what he was. Now, he didn't stay at that level, right? That's why the Philadelphia 76ers never really like went on a deep playoff run after that. But like, it just reminds me of that because Kobe's just been on this run where you just see this leadership, where you see the numbers, where you see all this the decision making. Billy Donovan's going more to him late in games, and you just realize this guy is turning into an absolute star right in front of our eyes, and that's something that I just want everybody to appreciate as best they can. It's just you don't get to see this a lot. You don't get to see this. We haven't seen this a lot in the Chicago Bulls. We've gotten to see players turn into damn good players, but not where they've gone on like a star level run. And you know, the thing about what Kobe White's doing is that it seems like something that's sustainable. The 50% shooting from three, no, that's not sustainable. I'm talking about like the poise, that type of thing, like what he's like, how he's going about playing, the decision making, things like that. Those are things that's sustainable for Kobe White. And we just haven't gotten to see that a whole hell of a lot in the Bulls uniform the last 15 years. So it's really good to see that as well. But let's go ahead and get into your guys' comments, man. Enough of me yapping. We got Scott in the building says, if you comment, throw down a like. It seems fair, especially if I read your comment. If I read your comment and you don't throw down a like, you a hater. That's it. That's it. Is what it is. Let's ask for Javon Carter to have a strong game today. Alex Caruso's out, and it would be perfect for him to remind everybody why we went and got him. We need him to play well to keep this vibe going. I mean, listen, Javon Carter has the capability to be a player on this team. I've talked about it before, like how him and Io splitting minutes has really impacted both of their things. You don't have that in this game. So I definitely understand where you're coming from with that one. TBO in the building says, damn, Haize, you on your grind, making that paper, and you a true GOAT. Ninja real talk. Thank you. Feel me, though. Hey, listen, paper, I don't care about the money. Like, the thing that I love about this, honestly, more than any money that I make from it, anything, is the recognition and the respect from the Bulls community. Because keep in mind, lifelong Bulls fan. My 37 now years on this planet, it's always been being a Bulls fan. And so now that my name is like known and respected around like people that I've watched all my for the majority of my adult life, it's crazy to see. Like I know Tony Gill. Like, that's crazy. That's wild, bro. That's what Casey Johnson knows who the hell I am. That's crazy. That's wild. Like, I've had Stacey King on the show, and he told me I watch a show. I don't watch it every day, but I do watch a show. That's crazy, right? That's wild, man. Like, I don't take any of that for granted. None of that for granted. What's up, Haize? Ready for the Bulls to get this dub? Go Bulls, C-Red. I'll tell you what, the Bulls get this dub, that would make 6-2 in their last 8. Be really good to be able to see that, man. Let's hope Jimmy doesn't kill the Bulls tonight. Motherfucker playing with third stringers, and we all know what he can do with them third stringers. Listen, Jimmy Butler is a monster, bro. Is a monster. And that's why it's like, to hear something like the Heat may be interested in Zach LaVine. Like, I know people are like, well, does Zach LaVine fit Heat coaches? Like, listen, Jimmy gonna get him in line. I don't even worry about that. Jimmy gonna get him in line. Matthew Haize, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of weeks ago I said sleeper team for LaVine would be the Cavs, and you said, where did I get the Cavs from? That was a wild take, but you seen the latest report. Yeah, the latest report that the Chicago Bulls called the Cavs to try to get Darius Garland, and they told him no. You don't get no credit for that. That's not a sleeper. They didn't call the Chicago Bulls. That's when you get credit. The Bulls called them to see if they can get Darius Garland for Zach LaVine to gauge interest, and the Cavs said no. So that you don't get credit for that, bro. Like, I get what you're saying, but just because their name was mentioned with the Bulls doesn't mean that they're a sleeper to get him, Matthew. Come on, man. Yeah, I know you realize that, bro. I get it that the Cavs name being mentioned is like, hey, But hey, they were mentioned. The Bulls called him, but that doesn't make him a sleeper to get Zach LaVine. Those are two very different things, my brother. You've been around basketball long enough to where I know that you know those are two very different things being said, brother. Where's the new sound effect with the Jazz? I don't have that.
I don't have. Whoa. What's going on? Hey, I'm gonna have to use that later.
What's this one? What is this? I don't know what that one is.
Yo, Haize, what up?
Oh, that's
Yo,
a voicemail.
Haize, what up, man?
Shut
This
up.
is your boy Fred, Cognac
Shut
boy,
up.
Bobby
Fred, shut up.
Steve-O, what it do, man?
What you doing? I can't stop
What
it.
y'all doing? Hey, I watched the game.
Oh shit, I done fucked up. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, what's up? This Bush,
I got
man.
shit on that I'm
Blessings
not
to
supposed
you
to
and
have.
yours.
What is happening?
Feeling pretty good on
It's
this
black people touching
victory
shit.
Friday, but I don't care how they win.
What
man.
is happening
a win
right
is a
now?
win. But I just got to say, man, even after the win or whatever, I don't care.
All right. I think we should be good now. All right. I got it to stop. See, this is why people don't need to touch shit. I don't need to touch shit. I just fucked. I have no idea what the fuck most of that shit was. That's crazy. All right, but we good now. We good? We good?
We good? Hey, I want my credit.
All right. We good. We got the voice. We got the effects that I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what that was. But Haize, long-time listener, first-time commenter, big fan. Question: when the Bulls go undefeated from here, do you think Kobe White should be knighted, given president of the USA and keys to the city? Hey, he should get keys to the universe. We should put him on the Milano from Guardians of the Galaxy. Just go ahead and let him take over the universe. At that point, Kobe White is the Guardian of the Galaxy. Good point on Vic. He should be cooking. Vucevic, he should be cooking. Good thing the young guy's been getting him the ball. Kobe's on fire, and his conversation to Phil is on point. I've seen them several times talk. Yeah, completely agree with you on that one. Let's see. Archangel says, my mama loves Kobe White. Your mama's doing life right, Archangel. What's good, Haize? I might actually get to see this game live today. Bulls are 2-0 when I watch live this season. Don't ruin your stretch there, young fella. Don't ruin your stretch. This is crazy but fun. I've been coming here lately, and I know I get to see and know the other commenters and get to see the point in here to make it a family, Haize. I feel like a sports bar. Awesome. That's a great way to describe this, right? This does feel like a sports bar. Just chilling, talking sports. That's what I wanted to feel like, man. Nice is in the building. He says, we in this bitch. By the way, for those that don't know, well, how would you know? I haven't told you. Once Zach LaVine is traded, there will be a new intro. There will be new intro music. There will be a new, but Nice made it. That's all I can say is it's a nice production in this bitch, right? Listen, we stepping things up. For those that got to see my Zach LaVine trades video, y'all see the production value is kicking it up a notch in this motherfucker, right? That's what we doing. It's kicking it up a notch. My boy had a huge malfunction. Hey, man. Just touching shit. I don't know why I gotta touch shit. I should just left shit alone. I'm in this motherfucker having weight, and I promise y'all, I haven't had a lick of alcohol. I ain't had no allegedly in this motherfucker either. Like nothing. I'm just excited. I'm just really. I'm having a good ass day. Like that's all I can say. I'm having a good ass day, bro. Like that just is what it is. I'm in tears. Black people touching shit. Sometimes you just got to tell people. This is like how when you used to go in the store with your mom and she'd be like, listen, don't ask for shit. Don't touch shit. Don't look at shit. Matter of fact, just close your eyes right now. That's what I should have did, messing with the soundboard. Like, it is what it is. The worst people on earth are there. I told you so, Brigade. Give me credit. Haha, you were wrong. I was right. Thanks, bro. You probably wrong 99% of the time, but congratulations on one in the million. Matthew isn't like that. I threw some fun at Matthew, but he isn't like that, man. I didn't mean it that way. This is sober Haize. Like real talk. This is me. I have not had a single shred of alcohol today. Not a bit. Not a bit. I didn't even eat for real today. Yeah, I haven't. I had some coffee early this morning, but I haven't. Oh no, I did. I had an empanada. I take that back. I had an empanada this around noon. That's the only thing that I've eaten today. I cooked for my kids. I didn't even eat none of it. I made some fire teriyaki chicken from scratch. But I didn't even get to eat none of it because I had to come do the show. But I'll get to eat at some point. Perfect humble server. This is like a sports bar because we always run into a drunk dumbass with bad football and basketball takes. That's hilarious. I really think Ivy would be a great fit on our team, but who knows what will happen. I know a lot of people say that, and maybe it's just me not seeing it. I haven't per se. I don't necessarily see Ivy being like a perfect fit on this team. I mean, you can make it work, but I don't necessarily see it. I don't see it. Bulls Troy says, young, bro, I'm 6 months older than you. Damn it, really? Shit, you age amazingly, bro. Like, shout out to you. They say black don't crack, but Troy don't crack because he ain't on crack. So shout out to Bulls Troy, by the way, there, man. Humble Servant says, hey, he's way to let me slide without the spell check. I'm having a great day as well. Hey, I'm not gonna give anybody a hard time over the spelling today. I ain't gonna do it. Julio Chavez laughing at my ass. On the real though, man, you know I've got major love for you for what you do. Been around here for years and think you're the most authentic creator for the Bulls in the game. Well, I appreciate that, man. That type of compliment means the world to me, man, because I'm just me. Like, and the thing is that, and the Cognac boys who are in here, Big Kev can tell you who I am on the show is exactly who I am in person. Like, I'm just me. And the one thing that I appreciate the most in this, and the reason why, like, it's still so fun to me now after a little over 2 years of doing this, is that you guys have embraced me for me. Like, don't ever think I take that for granted, because not every content creator is embraced for who they are, right? Yeah. So, you know, when it comes down to it, like, and that's why I'm always going to be authentically me. Some people are going to rock with it. Some people aren't going to rock with it. I'd probably be over 20,000 subscribers right now if I didn't legitimately say my thoughts when I think people are being stupid, right? If I was just one of those content creators like, oh, well, you know, yeah, thank you for that, guy. And, you know, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I don't want you to unsubscribe to the channel. So thank you for subscribing to me. And, you know, I'm going to rock with you. I'm not that guy. Like, I'm literally, if you don't rock with me, you don't rock with me. It's fine. I don't take any offense to it. I may go off on you if you say something stupid on your way out, but I ain't, like, it is what it is, man. And so that's one thing that I appreciate so much in this, is just me being authentically me and being embraced for being me. And so I try to do the same for you. Some of y'all be tripping though. Some of y'all be tripping, but it is what it is. Hey, is you going to be drinking by halftime? Honestly, I don't usually drink during a game since I started doing the halftime and post-game shows, because for those that know me, know I love alcohol. And so when I start drinking, I don't ever want to be tipsy. Like, there was one time, like, I think the Bulls went into overtime and I was taking shots and I was fucked up by the time. There was also, and nobody caught it, there was one time on the post-game show, I literally took my edible right before the post-game show and I timed it. I was like, all right, the edible is going to kick in about 40 minutes. So I got that long to do the halftime show, or I think it was a post-game show. I got that long to do the post-game show. When I tell you, for some reason that day, I had never happened before. The edible kicked in about 15 minutes. And the rest of that post-game, I think I told the Cognac boys and Steve-O, I literally didn't remember doing that show when I woke up the next morning. But it turned out great. Nobody was like, hey, Haize was tripping last night. Other than that, I'm always sober when I do these shows, unless I'm taking shots with you guys on the stream. But that one time, bro, I timed the edible. I was like, listen, I took an edible like 4 days that week, and I was like, all right, they usually kick in around 35, 40 minutes. So I got 40 minutes to knock out this post-game show. I was in the post-game show about 15 minutes in. I literally was like, oh, I'm fucked up. To myself in my head, I was like, oh, I'm fucked up. And then the rest of that post-game show, I don't even remember doing. I woke up the next morning and I was like, hey, I have no idea how I did that show. None. I have no idea how I did that show. Hey, listen, God be looking out. That's all I can say on that. It's Seaways World says, happy Saturday. Your good energy is contagious. Hopefully the Bulls feel it too. My hope for today is that the role players really step up big today. It'd be nice to see. I mean, we get it every once in a while, right? Where the role players, Torrey Craig would go 5 of 7 from 3-point range, right? Something like that. I really hope that we have that for sure. I love the sports bar comparison, and it's so accurate. I love tuning in daily. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. Archangel says, I guess AK was done waiting for Justin Lewis to come around. The axe got dropped, right? Yes, so Justin Lewis is off a two-way. That does not mean they won't sign him to a G League deal. To me, listen, Justin Lewis has looked terrible. He's had one game he's really looked good in, and another game where he looked so-so, but he's been terrible. And so I know it takes players 12 to 18 months to be able to come back fully from an ACL injury. The Bulls could look at Justin Lewis and say, hey, the way that he's been playing, we're not really worried about another team signing him away. Henry Drell, though, especially as team needs shooters, we're a little bit worried about that. Let's go ahead and put Henry Drell on the two-way. We'll sign Justin Lewis to a G League deal, and we'll see what's going to happen. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Lewis stays around the G League. I wouldn't be surprised on that at all. Hear me out before roasting me too hard, but the Warriors are definitely over Draymond. Can you see the Bulls taking a chance on him if they give up a role player and pick him? No. Zero. The one thing that AK does, I'm not gonna roast you for it. It's a fair question. The one thing that AK usually does not do is he doesn't bring in people with character concerns. And Draymond right now is a huge character concern. So I don't think that that's the case. I know we're talking about the Bulls, but with Bradley Beal news, do you think the Suns end up like the Dwight Howard Lakers? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, you never know. It's not like the Suns have been huge or anything like that, but I don't think so. I think that they're going to stay the course. And I think we'll end up seeing what is going to happen. I don't think they're going to go that route though. Steve-O laughing at me. Get this man 20K for God's sake. There's no reason whatsoever I need him to get to 20K. Just get him to 20K just because. Hey, the goal is 20K by the end of the season, but we'll see. The ones that don't rock with Mr. Haize are on crack. That's funny. Thank you for that, Julio. I appreciate that. Haize, I need you to drop 4 videos tonight. I got a long route home. I already dropped 3. You should have enough content. I dropped the daily episode. I dropped the Zach LaVine trade partners episode. And I dropped the Henry Drell being signed to a 2-way episode. Then you got this. You got the halftime hangout. You're going to have the post-game show. And you're going to have Locked on Bulls. I got you on so much content for today. You good, bro. You good. You good. I got you covered, Q. I got you covered, brother. You was tweaking, we just didn't say shit. Okay, that may be a case. That episode. Hey, listen, that edible. I remember, bro. I was probably mid sentence. I think I was going off on Zach LaVine, and I literally was like, "Oh, you remember how Dave Chappelle gave that skit where he was like, I was smoking with Snoop Dogg, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bomb tonight. Literally, I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh I'm high, I'm fucking high, and then the next thing I know, I woke up. It was 4:00 in the morning. I legit, to this day, I have no recollection of finishing the show, ending the stream, leaving the studio to go up to my room, going to sleep. None of that. I have no for me realizing I was high to me waking up the next morning at like 3-4 in the morning. None. Not a single recollection. Hey, bro, that was the fastest the edible ever kicked in, bro. That was crazy. It is what it is, man. That was crazy. That was a motherfucker, bro. See, yeah, you scaring people. They can't even ask you questions no more. That's funny. Oh, man. Live winning streak won't end for me now. Can't watch it live now because the 14-year-old ruined it. Have kids, they said it'll be. How did the 14-year-old what happened? That's what I need to know. How did the 14-year-old ruin it? I'm gonna send you a message on Twitter. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna say what I gotta say because then YouTube will ban my ass for what I was about to say. When Zach is traded, what positions do you think will need to be addressed? Well, I think when Zach's traded, they're going to get the best talent they can back. So whoever has the best talent, that's what the Bulls are going to make. And I think we'll see after that one. Let's see. What else? I missed something from Seaway's World. What happened to Seaway's World? Is it your birthday, Seaway? Seaway's happy birthday to Seaway's World. Seaway's World has been here forever. I was calling her sir for so long. You're in Colorado for your birthday? I didn't even know black people went to Colorado. Hey, have fun out there. Don't fall. Don't slip and fall. Don't hit an ice bank. That's all I can say on that. Be safe out there. We appreciate you. We need you. Be safe. Let's see what else we got. Melvin Johnson says, the thing with Justin Lewis, every time I hear about him since 2021, he was always hurt. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner. We didn't get him in 2021. We drafted him in the 2022 draft. So if you've been hearing about him since 2021, you've been in the future. And shout out to you for unlocking time travel, whether you realized it or not. But what I'll say to that is he tore his ACL. He's always going to be hurt. He tore ACL. That takes a year. So I'm not too surprised at that. Hubble Servant says, this is so funny. I live in Chicago and my trip home is 1.5 to 2 hours for 46 miles. I have your shows time to get me through. Free agent season is awesome. Time to get me home. Keep up the work. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Humble Servant. What are your thoughts on if we sign Winyan Gabriel? I always saw him as a high energy guy who can produce some power 4 minutes. I'm good. We got Adama Sanogo. That's the only one that I'm worried about. So, unless he's going to take a G League deal. Now, if he's just going to take a G League deal, cool. It is what it is. Devin, now let me ask you something, bro. What about me makes you think that I am not on top? I already got a video out on it, brother. Come on now, man. Act like you know me, brother. I got a video out on it already. It was out 15 minutes after the news dropped. You know me, man. Come on, bro. You already know I had the video out, man. What about me makes you think that Bulls news I'm not on top of? We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. You think come on, bro. I'm almost disrespect now. I appreciate you, brother. Tay Hollins, Haize, I know you don't pay attention to the standings this early, but we have a real chance to move up some. Yeah, we do. We have a chance to move up some. But like you said, like it's so early in the season. There could be so many different things that happen. Who knows what's going to happen with the Zach LaVine trade? Right now, we sit at 12th in the Eastern Conference. We're actually tied. We're one game back technically of the Atlanta Hawks for being the 10 spot. So yeah, that can definitely happen. But it's so early in the season that it could change right. It could turn right around. So. The front office really needs to start looking for young talent at the 5. We have zero youth at that position. It's true. Well, no, Adama Sanogo, if you're going to count that as youth, he is a potential. And I think that if you look at the way that he's been rocking, at the bare minimum, he can turn into a rebounder, defender, and putback guy. But I think outside of that, yeah, the Bulls do need to start looking at something to do at the center. But there's not even a lot of really quality centers coming in the draft next year either. So and that's why I think that they gave Nikola Vucevic the 3-year deal, because it may take them 3 years to find a young backup center, depending on where things go. I know Aaron Bradshaw is in this draft. He'll probably go the top 10. So we'll see if the Bulls have that pick, but they may decide to go shooting guard, especially with Zach LaVine out. So I mean, we'll see what the Bulls end up trying to do at the center. They can get somebody, but you want them to get the right piece, right? So we'll see. And see where's world. So yes, on the 20th. Thank you. So I need another shout out on Wednesday. I got you. I think we got a game on Wednesday too, right? Because we play every other day this week. Do we have a game on Wednesday? Yeah, we do. I got you. Say less. I got you. Come on, man. When news drops, Haize drops. That's it. We live by it's two creeds. We live very simply around here. When news drop, I drop. When hot merch drops, I cop. That's it. Those two things are things that you always know are going to go on around here. That's it. Ate a brownie my man made and sat in the dark in silence for hours because the remote was too confusing, couldn't find my way out the bedroom. See, that's crazy. Now, I mean, if we're going to share stories, so for those that on my 30th birthday, me and all my friends, we met in Philly. That's before COVID. We used to always meet in the city. And I love sour candy. So my friend bought sour belts. He was from Cali. It turns out they were edibles. I didn't know, so I just saw candy because I'm a fat ass, and I had ate six to eight of them back to back. Just ate them. He came downstairs. He was like, "Oh, I see you already started." I'm like, "Started on what? What the fuck are you talking about?" He looked at me. He was like, "What do you mean start?" He was like, "Did you eat all those?" I was like, "Yeah." When I tell you this man is as black as this phone right here, when I tell you all the color ran out of his face, and he said, "Bro," I said, "Yeah." He said, "Motherfucker, those are edibles." I looked at him and he looked back at me. I look at him, he looked back at me. He's like, "Yeah, man. Hey, who's on Haize duty tonight?" That's exactly what he said. We went out to the barcade in Philly, and when I tell you that I ordered an adult milkshake, and from that, we woke up at a house party in New Jersey. We were in Philly. Even it's not like it's far, but we were in Philly. When I tell you we woke up at a random house party in New Jersey, had no recollection of how the fuck I got there. None. That was the highest I've ever been in my life. That's literally the highest I've ever been in my life. And still to this day, I think I'm still a little high from that. I've never had that much THC in my system before ever in life. That was crazy. What's good, Haize? In your non-Bulls fan opinion, what's Kobe's ceiling at the end of the day? Hey, listen. I would say this. I know a lot of people are making these huge, I still think Jamal Murray, and I still think that's a damn good ceiling. but I definitely think that's probably his ceiling right now. I just saw. Hey man, listen, I'm fat. That. I don't know what to tell you on that one. So you got to tell your friends when candy's edibles, especially when you know you got candy in front of a fat ass. Like what? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's like putting a glizzy out and expecting Dwight Howard not to deep throat it. Like you know what the fuck's gonna happen, bro. Like don't be surprised that. Never mind. Let me shut up before I get canceled. Haize, I like how they're edible. I just ate them. Oh no. Yeah, man, that was a day. That was a day. That was a day. That was a day. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Let's see. Do they have the starting lineups out yet? I doubt it because they've been getting it out later and later. Yeah, no starting lineups out as of yet right now. Damn. So the Bulls Twitter, when they announced that Justin Lewis got waived, it says this: we have waived for Justin Lewis. Thank you and best of luck. God damn. So yeah, he's probably not even going to be back on the G League team. Thank you and best of luck. Jesus Christ, you might as well have said we wish you the best on your future endeavors. That's crazy. That's wild, fam. That's crazy. That's wild. Hey, Haize, RJ Max here out of Virginia, big Chi-Town Bulls fan. Hey, man, where you get that fly gear from the sweatshirt to is fire, bro. Look, I said everything's this. I don't remember. No, this one did come from Culture Kings. So I got this from Culture Kings. But everything that you ever see me have, it comes from one of a few places. Lids, Fanatics, New Era, Culture Kings. What's the other place? Shit, 65th Street something is the name of it. I haven't ordered from them in a long time. But that's really it. Do you think the Bulls should look to get Poto in the offseason when Toronto blows it up? They just is Poto isn't a free agent all the way already in the offseason. Didn't they just sign him this offseason? Yeah, they couldn't have only signed him to a 1-year deal. And even if I don't, the Toronto Raptors are almost just as stubborn as the Chicago Bulls. I don't think they're ever going to blow it all the way up. I think they're going to try to make some key trades. Yeah, he's under contract until 2026-27. So yeah, we'll see about that one. What's good, Haize? Off topic. Vikings lost today, so Bears game tomorrow is a must-watch. Playoffs hopes is very realistic. Yeah, I said this before. If the Chicago Bears can beat the Cleveland Browns tomorrow, the rest of their schedule is not. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a lot easier. I think at that point for the rest of the season, the last 3 weeks, they have like the second or third easiest schedule in the league. It's really possible. It's really possible. Let's see. Haize, don't know much about Drell. What do you think of him? Drell is nice. He's still raw, but he's nice. He draws a lot of comparisons to Max Strus, and I'll honestly say that's not that far off as far as ceiling. Now, I don't know if he's going to hit that ceiling, but that's really true. Let's see. I don't know if you had received my apologies. I had sent you earlier. If not, apologize, man. Apologize for what? What happened? I must have missed something. What happened, bro? He got that Thomas Sadaratsky treatment. Hey, man, that's crazy, bro. They really told that man, hey, have fun. Like, that's crazy. That's like when you smash a chick and she be trying to stay around and you be like, yeah, so what you finna do? Like, why you hanging around here? Don't come back. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I have never got anything from Wingstop. Any suggestions? Lemon pepper or garlic parm. Those are my 2 favorite things from Wingstop. Tell them to fry it hard. And then and then get you the fries. Tell them to put a little extra crack on it. That's what you do, man. Tay Holland says DeMar 27-10-6, Kobe 33-12-7. Hey, listen, I don't care how we get it done. Get the dub, right? I don't care who has a big night. I don't give a damn if it's goddamn Javon Carter who scores 40 points. Whoever, just get it done. That's it. Get it done. Period. What do you think of Quentin Jackson in the G League? I mean, he's cool. I like Quentin Jackson. The thing that I say to me is that he reminds me a lot of like the other players that put up big numbers sometimes in the G League and never really amount to much at the NBA level. So I'm not saying that he's terrible. I just don't see it for Quentin Jackson personally. As far as like at the NBA level, but you never know. I mean, if he continues rounding out his game, I think he definitely needs to get better defensively. But you'll see. Kobe better not sell my parlay tonight. I see. This is why I don't bet. This is why I don't bet. We had Phil out before as a Muslim. I shouldn't have said the things that I said. Oh, I mean, listen, bro. Like, I don't. One thing with this, it may not always seem like it. None of this shit is taken personally, bro. Like, if we even get to it, it's bad. Like, me and Steve-O got literally on a live stream arguing like we didn't freaking know each other. If I have another kid, Steve-O's gonna be their godfather. Like, so like, don't ever think that is anything personal or anything sticks to it, man. Like, it's really no big deal, bro. Like, honestly, it's no big deal, man. Glad to have you in the building. Your family, if you in here. Sometimes family argues. That's it. We good, man. Wingstop is valid, but my Chicago people know that Harold's is a spot. Well, yeah, Harold's goes. I mean, he asked me about Wingstop. I didn't know if he's even in the city of Chicago. Harold's by far on everything. Hey, he's too chippy for me today. Somebody get Adam for hating on DeMar. For hating on DeMar, ain't even said nothing about DeMar. Wavy head Ty says, I got a Bulls robe on the way. You know what? That is one thing that I honestly don't have is a Bulls robe. See, no, I can't, because you know what I do? If I had a Bulls robe, you would absolutely, on those breaking news episodes, when they happen to when I got to drop them at like 12 o'clock at night, you would absolutely get me in a t-shirt and a robe sitting here with coffee in my hand. And then I'll probably get canceled. So I'm not going to get a Bulls robe. I won't do it. But hey, I don't have a Bulls robe. That actually sounds pretty fire. So. Kobe ceiling is Marbury. Oh no, bro. Come on now. Come on. I love you, bro. But you can't say that his ceiling's Marbury. He hasn't shown enough to say that, bro. Prime Marbury, I can't say that, bro. Maybe Justin Lewis had some choice words for them on his exit interview. I doubt it. I don't even think he got an exit interview. G League players use them. All that is they call him in and like, hey, yeah, so we're waiving you. And you can go ahead and clean out your locker. We appreciate what you did, but you've sucked since you've gotten here. Don't make no mistake about it. Justin Lewis still has potential. He just they may look at his size and things and think that maybe he's not going to be able to really recover from the ACL injury a lot. Or maybe, and like I said on the episode, is that they also have Julian Phillips now, and they play similar, but they're both 3/4s. And so because of that, they may literally look at the potential of Julian Phillips and say, listen, Justin Lewis still has some potential. You're coming back from ACL injury. You're coming back slow. Julian Phillips has given us every single thing we could possibly want and need as a potential future 3/4. So at that point in time, it could be looked at as redundant. So I think that's more than likely the case of what they looked at with Justin Lewis and the Julian Phillips thing. And see where's World says, yeah, you're right. You haven't said anything yet. That's funny. That's hilarious. Rondo 2 Raw says, just got home. What's good? Finally get to see my current fave Bulls backcourt again. That's funny. Glad to see you on that one. The Low Show says, Haize, you going live at halftime? You already know. Come on now. Yes, I'll be live at halftime. I don't know if this energy is going to be the same because the Bulls come out and suck ass in the first half. This energy is going to be completely different. So I'm waiting for Haize to do media scrum after a bad Bulls loss, eating a muffin and just going off at people and then do a shout out to a bakery on it. What? Did somebody do that? Not gonna lie, I feel bad for Justin Lewis, bro. He was a nice ass role player before the ACL tear. AK should have gave him some time, especially after waiting an entire year to re-sign him. He was a nice. Where was he a nice role player at? He never played for us before the ACL tear. You're talking about in college? He was never a role player for us. But I will say this is just because they waived him now does not remember they waived him at the end of last season too. It does not mean that he still can't stay in the system. And so it may just mean that, hey, because keep in mind, if you're not on a two-way contract, especially as the season goes on and players get hurt, you can sign a player from somebody else's G League team to a two-way contract. So maybe they looked at Henry Drell and said, we don't want to risk Henry Drell getting away. We already let it happen once with Max Strus. Let's go ahead and put him on the two-way. As far as Henry Drell, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and put him on the two-way. And then Justin Lewis, nobody's going to sign Justin Lewis away right now, but with the way that he's been playing and still recovering from an ACL surgery. So they could just sign him to a G League contract. I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of weeks we see him signed to a G League contract. Omar says, bro, if you ever put out Chicago Bulls Central mercs, I'll definitely cop it, especially a bomber and ski mask. Ski mask. First of all, what are you doing? Don't you want a ski mask? Don't put a ski mask. Do not wear a ski mask with my logo on it to do your shit, because the last thing I need is to be questioned or indicted. Don't need that, because I'm telling you right now, no, I'm just fucking with you. I mean, we do have merch coming out, mainly tees first. I'm working with Eads Instruments. Will Launcher will be selling it through his store. We got real shit coming. That's all I can say on that one. Stay tuned. Julio Chavez says, hey, random question. When's the next time you'll watch our Bulls play live at the UC? Stay tuned. It's coming soon. Stay tuned. Why do y'all want to see? No, Sanogo's not a power forward at this level, bro. Like, he's just not. He's a center at this level. He is not a NBA power forward. He doesn't have the foot speed for it, bro. He would get absolutely cooked. Yo, I'm in the military. I'll be fucked if I tried to do some crazy shit. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. There you go. Bro wants to do a heist and promote his favorite creator. Very congratulations of you. Hey, that would be hilarious if somebody wore a Chicago Bulls Central like t-shirt and then robbed a bank and then it's on the news. Like, that's free pub. But I'm telling you right now, if they come questioning me, I'm telling. No, I'm not going to tell. But yeah, that's crazy. My dad hates the Bulls. He's a Knicks fan, so I buy him. Oh, there it goes. I buy him Bulls gear to piss him off. Good. Knicks fans, we piss Knicks fans off for fun. If you have a Knicks fan in your life, look at them and tell them, fuck them. Like, I hate Knicks. I hate the Knicks, not the Knicks fans. Listen, I'm cool with CP, the franchise over at Knicks Fan TV. That's my guy. So, I mean, my best friend is a Knicks fan, too. Shout out to JB. Melvin says, off topic, but the state of the Pistons are in is why I'll never be a fan of tanking, because they have a lot of first-round picks, even number one picks, and look like they don't have a good future. Well, the thing is, they weren't even coming into the season tanking. The Pistons weren't. But that shows you why they had to overpay Monty, and he turned down the job twice before he accepted the job, because that team is a struggle. Azamate says, what's up, Haize? Nervous for tonight's game. Butler will be coming for vengeance. Hoping he gets ejaculated. I mean, that's funny. That's forever going to be one of the funniest moments on this live stream. That was crazy. That was crazy. Oh boy, what was that? Shay that said he wanted to be inside of Zach LaVine. It's like, hey man, y'all was wilding that day. Wilding that day. Omar says, yo, the Knicks are playing out here in Los Angeles tonight. I thought about going tonight, but I forgot D Rose not on the Knicks anymore. That's funny. That's funny. Archangel in the building says, if someone shows up on the news with the red beard and glasses on and the skin, nah, fuck that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. That's one thing we not going to do. Now, that's not fun. It's funny that Archangel said it, but that's not funny if you do that. Don't do that. Starters are announced. Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic. That's your starting lineup for tonight, guys and gals. You hope Hooch doesn't get ejaculated tonight. Why are you ejaculating Hoochies, my guy? Like, that I gotta question your life choices at that point. You out here ejaculating Hoochies? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Just ejaculating Hoochies willingly? That's crazy. That's absurd, my guy. That's wild. Y'all out here wilding. My man said he out here ejaculating hoochies. That's crazy. Wow. We ejaculating hoochies on it's not God's day. That's crazy. That's wild. Ejaculating hoochies. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. Jack Hollis says, bro, I opened the stream around my favorite. You know what? One thing that I always would find funny is that when I do get to going on the crazy shit, if somebody's watching this show, or let's say you're watching it in the living room or on your phone, right? Let's say you're watching it. Like if anybody watched me on Thanksgiving Day on their phone around their family, could you imagine being at Thanksgiving dinner and you hear, hey, your fucking mama should have swallowed you, and everybody's now looking like, in front of the cranberry sauce, my guy? In front of the cranberry sauce. This is what you doing? That's crazy, bro. That's wild, man. That's crazy. In front of the cranberry sauce. That's crazy. That's wild, man. That's crazy. Yo, Haize, what do you think about us getting Laurie back? He's been in trade rumors recently. No, I'm good on that. Like, here's the thing. Laurie has rounded out to a nice player, but on a losing team. We've seen that already. We've seen Zach LaVine put up big numbers on a team that lost. I like Laurie. I still think him next to Vooch won't necessarily work. But, I mean, would I hate it? Let's say if the Bulls were to do it, would I hate it? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't necessarily love it either. Is AC playing? No, AC is out for the night, brother. You can't watch this in a restaurant where senior citizens. That's crazy. Hell no. They would all be looking at you like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing out here, bro? In front of the mashed potatoes? Like, this is what we doing in this economy? In front of, you know how hard it is to make mashed potato? It's really not. But in front of the mashed potatoes, you watching Haize go off on somebody in front of the mashed potatoes? That's crazy. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy. Can you imagine having your mama should have swallowed you as a that's hey, listen, you trying to get on a list at that point, my guy. You are trying to be on a list. That's it. You are going to be on a list somewhere. And we don't want anybody to be on the list. Eddie says, who has a better chance of being traded, Zach or DeMar? Zach. He requested a trade. Zach's for sure. Let's trade Zach for those 6th and 7th grade OKC no-go draft. What? True story. I logged onto the chat with my mom sitting next to me, hey, saying that's like ignoring the click and focusing on just the whole. Wow. Did I say that? I mean, that sounds like something I said, but I said that? That's crazy. That's wild, yo. That's Bushevik. That's wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. I said that? I said that. Sounds like something I would have said. And you guys come back and watch me every single night. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. But all right, y'all. I love you guys, man. We're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end the stream. We'll be back here. We'll be back here for the halftime hangout. Make sure you guys are here for the halftime hangout, man. I love you guys, man. Go Bulls, see red, all that good stuff, man.